In this video, we're gonna share amazing things to do in Vitória, Espírito Santo. What are the best activities you can do, where you should eat, and what mistakes you should avoid making when visiting this incredible island. But before we start, cue me the intro. I'm Gabe, and this is my wife, Bruna. We're both financial planners turned digital nomads, and we're currently on a 7-month trip around the globe. In this channel, we show you that it's possible to travel the world while working and maintaining a healthy work-life balance. Beautiful Vitória, also kindly referred to Vitorinha by its locals. This is the capital of Espírito Santo, and it has been bringing attention lately as it is expanding its efforts to attract more and more tourists and investing in infrastructure the past few years.
Vitória has been classified as the second best capital to live in Brazil, only losing to Florianopolis in the south of the country.
I've lived in Vitória for 5 years, and my wife Bruna was born and raised there. So the tips we're going to give you today are from a perspective of people that know the city very well and have been living abroad for a long time. If you're staying in Vitória for the first time, I would advise you booking your stay in Praia do Canto. Praia do Canto offers a variety of things to do. Everything is walking distance. If you need to grab an Uber, you'll be where you need in 10 minutes or less. This neighborhood is home to the famous Triângulo das Bermudas. This is the strip that is filled with bars and restaurants and gets very busy during the night. If you stay in this neighborhood, you're gonna most likely not going to have to worry about your safety, and you'll be very conveniently located. Other than that, Praia do Canto is walking distance to the beach, where we enjoyed a lot of our beach days.
Speaking of beaches, Vitória is home to a lot of amazing beaches. Our favorite one to go to was Praia do Canto Beach, just because of its proximity to my parents' house. Most beachgoers were families that live in the area, so the beach is hassle-free. You most likely won't be annoyed by other people's loud music, and everyone will respect your space. But you have many other options to explore. My favorite ones are the ones I'm going to put on the screen right now, so be prepared for a screenshot.
If you do end up staying in Praia do Canto, I strongly recommend you stopping by the street markets that happens there every Thursday morning. This market is where the locals go to buy fresh fruit, bread, and cheese, and of course have a pastel with caldo de cana. If you've never tried pastel before, I think you're gonna absolutely love it. Pastel is a savory pastry that is filled with meat, cheese, or veggies, and it's fried. It's similar to an empanada or a turnover, but it's just way better. It also comes accompanied with sugarcane juice, which is pressed sugarcane, super sweet and delicious. These open markets happen almost everywhere. Another place you can find one is in Jardim da Penha on Saturdays. If you're not sure where you can find an open market, I'll put a link in the description below with all the markets and days of the week that they happen. There are many restaurants in Vitória, but there are very few that I would recommend you going to. If you're like me and you love eating out and you value great service, you're gonna like these restaurants. The first one is Mahai. This place is located in the heart of Praia do Canto, and it's been around for quite a while. The first one was actually open in Mata da Praia. If you're going out to grab lunch with a business partner or just going out with a friend or a loved one to enjoy a meal, Mahai is definitely your place.
Another really cool place to visit is Languinhos. This is a place that's only open on weekends, and it is well known for its crab and moquecas. It also has one of the most amazing views you're going to get from a restaurant in Vitória. Although they don't have the best service in the world and you're going to have to wait a bunch for your food, the view will make you worth it the visit.
Detinhas is also one of my favorites. This place is a little bit off the grid, but it has amazing food.
We are at Detinhas Bar, Mary Saints Island.
There are many other options for lunch in Vitória, and I'll leave them in the comments section below.
Now for dinner, I highly recommend you trying Dom Camaleone. This place has the best pizza and the best service we've experienced in a while. Keep in mind that this is thin crust pizza, Brazilian style, very different from pizza you found in other countries.
Cochicho da Penha is the best place I've ever had a coxinha.
My question is, you will start from the bottom or from the top?
I always start from the top. Bruna starts from the bottom.
From last. Last for last. Look at this catupiry.
The catupiry. Catupiry is like a cream cheese in Brazil. It's really delicious.
This spot is located in Rua da Lama, which is translated to English as Mud Street. Hoshishu is the oldest bar in Lama and it's over 40 years old.
If you're into sushi, you would definitely try Banzai Lounge. This restaurant has an all-you-can-eat option that costs around $30 to $35 per person, and it's out of this world. For sushi, we also recommend going to Nagairo in Vila Velha. Gabe's cousin introduced us to this place and it did not disappoint. Keep in mind this place is all you can eat only and it carries with itself a different style and even fancier dishes than Banzai Lounge. Again, this is in Vila Velha, so it will be a 20-minute drive from your stay in Vitória.
Speaking of Vila Velha is the adjacent city to Vitória and it's home to many beautiful beaches as well. If you're driving from Vitória to Vila Velha, on your right you're going to spot one of the most iconic monuments in Brazil, the Convento da Penha, that was built in the 1500s. And to the left, you're going to find Morro do Moreno. This hill has an amazing view of Vitória, and we hiked up to show you a sneak peek of what this view actually holds for you. There are two ways you can go up Morro do Moreno, the easy way and the hard way. If you want to hike up the hard way, I recommend you going with someone that has already made the climb up there and someone that really knows the routes because it's very counterintuitive. The view up there is amazing and you can get many beautiful pictures of Vitória.
Now, another very cool activity to do in Vitória is to visit the Paneleiras. Espírito Santo is known for its famous clay pots and they are used to make muquecas, the Brazilian fish stew. This place is where they make these pots from scratch using the bioavailable material in the area. It's very interesting that we got to see the whole process, from the prepping of the clay all the way to the burning of the pot.
If you're staying for a while in Vitória, or if you're staying for just a few days but you need to get some work done, I would highly recommend the spot in Praia do Canto called Na Capital, Na Capital. They have two co-working locations and you can book a seat for around $190 a month. They have many bays you can work from and some pretty cool people. I had the opportunity to talk to one cool guy. What's up guys, I'm here with Sam. I just met this guy a couple of days ago. We're here in the co-working space that we found called Na Capital in Vitória. And I want to ask you a few questions about what you think about Vitória, what do you think about living here, and tell us a little bit about your story as well. So you're here, how long are you staying here?
For about 10 days.
10 days.
This time around.
Yeah, but you come here pretty much every year or so? Or no?
I come to Vitória about every couple of months.
Okay.
Actually, yeah.
And what brings you to Vitória specifically?
Well, I'm originally from Brazil and I was born in a city not too far away from here, and so throughout the years I made some friends and acquaintances and I got to know the city and it's a nice place to be.
And what do you like about Vitória specifically? Like when you come here, because you're from a city that's close by, but you come here, do you stay usually in Praia do Canto when you come or no?
So I've tried a number of things. I went to Vila Velha, I stayed in a few neighborhoods in the past just to get to know the city. But I think Praia do Canto is definitely the place to be. If you haven't been to Vitória and you want to experience the best of the city, where you can walk to things, restaurants, the beach, it feels safe and it feels it reminds me, I'll be honest with you, my favorite city in the world is not Vitória, it's Rio. I like Rio, to me is like that, and that's where I live. But Vitória, specifically Praia do Canto, it kind of reminds me a little bit of what I really love about Rio. It's kind of feel like you're in a city, but you also have trees, you have nature around you, you have the beach close by, and it actually feels a little safer here. So you can walk around with your cell phone or wearing a watch and not have to worry about anything. And it just has a good vibe, it's kind of a little more chill too. So it feels a little less tense than.
There you have it, guys. So if you're thinking about coming to Brazil, Vitória, Rio de Janeiro, or wherever, it's a good option. Don't be scared to come to Brazil. Just be a little cautious whenever you have your phone or whatever. All right, thank you so much for the interview, man. Thank you, appreciate it. Other than Triângulo, there is Rua da Lama that I've mentioned before, and also Laminha, which is in Jardim Camburi. And if you're looking for samba, I would definitely recommend you visiting Repique over the weekend. And if you want something even more local with more of a hip vibe, go to Manjuana in Jardim Camburi.
So there you have it, guys. We recorded all these videos in a full month visit to Vitória, and we haven't even scratched the surface when it comes to all the cool places you can visit and all the restaurants you can go to. So choose wisely and have fun. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel if you want to see more travel content. See you in our next video where we visit the beautiful Rio de Janeiro.